Did you try long pork or guinea pig? No, I don't know what that is. Long pork is human. I wouldn't eat human, honestly. I wouldn't do that. That's like the one thing like I won't eat. I'll eat like almost everything else. I'll eat dog, I'll eat cat, whatever. I'll try it once. It's like I said, I ate whale. I've had horse. I just don't like whale. I just think it tastes bad. Would I eat panda? Yeah, I'd eat a panda for sure. If it tastes good, yeah, I'll eat it. I'm fucked for that. What, eating whale? Wait, is it bad to eat whale? Why is it bad to eat whale? Whale are endangered? They're not. The whales that they eat in Japan are not endangered. That's a misconception. That's a fake news propaganda. It just doesn't taste good. They're like almost extinct and they have the same. Okay. I mean, we can talk about this if you want. Bum, 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 bum. They're almost extinct and have almost the same intelligence as humans. You mean whales? Well, it depends on the whale.
I wouldn't eat dog or cat knowingly, but thinking about it logically, there's no moral difference in eating a cow or a dog or cat.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't. They're almost extinct. They're not. So like the whales that they eat in Japan are not endangered. No. Is it like it's fucked to be okay with eating dogs and cats, like animals humans have domesticated? I mean, we've domesticated pigs and chickens, right? Alifer, we domesticated pigs, chickens, deer, a lot of animals. We've bison, we've buffalo, domesticated that, fish. We have fish farms at this point. Like we have like most of the salmon that you eat is farmed, for instance, right? A lot of it is domesticated, but we still eat it. And when it comes to eating dogs and cats, I draw the line. So this is just me. I draw the line at like when it's a pet. So if it's like your pet and then you eat it, to me that's a little weird because like for me when I have a pet, it like feels like a member of my family. But I have no problem if people want to eat dogs, honestly, in a different country. Am I gonna like eat it more than once? Probably not. Same thing with cats. But I don't really. I think it's intellectually inconsistent to be okay with eating like beef and pork and then being like no to dogs. You draw the line when the anarchy reaches your house. Companion animals are weird to eat. Yeah. That's what I meant by pets, right? But like, say for instance, if like in Asia they had like an operation where they raise dogs just like the same way that they raise cows or whatever, I don't really have a problem with that. I don't think it's my preference to not do it, but I'm not about to like judge people for doing it in like a different country because I don't think it makes sense. We haven't domesticated them in the same manner.
But I am hungry.
A companion and livestock are entirely different. Oh, what's the difference? So what you're saying is like if you had a dog that you did specifically breed for meat, you'd be okay with it. Because it's the same thing with pigs. Like we have pigs that like people use for pets, and then we have pigs that people use for bacon. So would you be okay with it then? The use and the way we bred them?
People don't know that Native Americans ate dogs all the time as they viewed them as a resource.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Kill King, and thank you, Juggernaut, again earlier. Thank you so much. In parts of Russia, they eat dog least. Yeah, I think pigs are the best example because there are petite pigs which are only used for pets. Yeah, exactly. What Methylene said. There are petite pigs which are only used for pets. There's fish that are only used for pets. Some people keep chickens as pets, and I think if you did keep the chicken as a pet and then you ate it after, that's a little weird. I think. Again, the reason why is because keep it as a pet. It's almost like you're treating it like a family member almost, right? I mean, obviously not that same tier as like a human family member, but it's kind of a member of like your living group, right? Rather than being something specifically used for food. I'm drinking lost. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Like I wouldn't be okay with someone eating. If they want to eat their cat, that's on them. I think it's a little weird, and I'd probably tell them like that's a little weird. You know what I mean? Technically, yeah, but it would still make me very uncomfortable personally to see. No, there's nothing wrong with feeling uncomfortable about eating dogs and cats and other pet animals because that's kind of what you're conditioned to feel like. But then if you really think about it, like in terms of like the intelligence argument doesn't even work because pigs are arguably more intelligent than dogs. So you can't even use the intelligence argument there. You'd have to specify like, yeah, you couldn't use the intelligence argument there at all. And again, with the pet argument, people have pigs as pets. The main issue is that they were bred, and the reason that they were bred, like if you cooked and ate a golden retriever, that's entirely different from eating a cow, or like you said, a livestock dog. Okay, so your problem is that the dogs weren't bred for meat. I can kind of see your argument. I don't know. Again, it would be like, does that overcome like the barrier of using it for food? Because there are multiple species that you could say are both. Vic, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Thank you, Vic. I really appreciate it. Thank you for 5. And again, like I don't want you to misunderstand me and think that like I would just freaking go eat pets. I don't believe in that. I just think that like if you got a dog and you were like, this dog is specifically for meat, it's not my pet. I don't see how that's any different from other animals. And again, you're saying that it has to do with like how we bred the dog specifically, but then like how does that apply to something like a pig, which is used for both purposes, or chickens, goats as well? Goats are also used for both purposes, right? And then so like does that change things where are humans animals? I think humans are of a completely different tier, and I mean, this is just what I believe. Humans are not even remotely the same as animals, so none of this applies to humans. Humans are just better than animals, in my opinion. You can still raise them for food. You can still raise them for food and love them, not the same as a pet. So you're saying some animals are genetically food? Well, no. The argument. Sorry, Tan. I just want to. Tannery says. So you're saying some animals are genetically food and some aren't? Kind of racist. I don't think that's what Alifer's argument is. I think Alifer's argument is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but your argument is that we bred dogs specifically for specifically to be useful to us in ways that don't involve eating. That's your argument, right, Alifer? Is that the dogs were bred specifically to fulfill other purposes that are useful to humans, that does not, and this purpose did not include eating, companionship, and other utilitarian sources. Yeah, and it's morally wrong to kill them because of
I had to make the long pork joke.
Because of that.
Did you know that the Turkish word for cannibal is yam yam?
That's fair enough. So
also,
which...
I refuse to eat dogs or horses. I would try wolf, but dogs and cats were bred towards companion animals rather than cattle, and while pigs are more intelligent than dogs, dogs and horses served a purpose for more than meat. Pest control, security, hunting, travel, etc. Livestock is bred for food. So I
just want to be clear. You guys who are saying this, you guys who are making this argument that dogs are not bred for meat. So if somebody made a, so if right now, I'm gonna see if you really believe that. So if right now someone took a dog and was like, I'm going to make a dog breed specifically for eating in America, bred a dog specifically for meat and fat, and then they had like a whole fucking pen of them and they were selling them for food, you guys would be okay with that? Well, then it doesn't matter. Then the factor of the breeding doesn't matter. Do you see what I mean? If you actually think that, then the argument that you made before was just a false argument. It's just an appeal to emotion. It's not like an actual argument because you don't actually believe that. I ate horse 2 days ago raw with raw egg on top. Get at me? I've had horse before. I've definitely had horse before. I wouldn't be okay with it personally, but objectively it would be okay. Okay, so it's just an emotional feeling that you have. It has like no bearing in any sort of logic. But yeah, I was basically trying to figure out like what you actually believe, right? Would you eat Epona? No, because Epona is a specific companion animal. Has nothing to do with whatever breed Epona is. Epona is a specific companion animal that fulfills that purpose, and it is a part of like it is your companion essentially. Why don't you eat humans? I already said so. It's because humans are not of the, it is my belief that humans are not of the same tier as animals, that they're higher. That it's that simple. Anyway, that one is gonna make people very happy with me on YouTube. That argument there, that I can already see it. Julio's title is gonna be Leaflit says that eating dogs is okay and you should eat your pets. Huh? It's gonna be like the fucking star face. It's gonna be like Leaflit loves eating pets. It's gonna be the fucking thumbnail.